Hi folks, Jamie Hoke here with another quick tip to help you pass level 4 chipping. So far we've talked mostly about chipping out of the fairway in that short grass. Today we're going to talk about what adjustments need to be made if we find ourselves in the rough. So our setup is going to stay pretty similar. The only difference is before we were standing very straight up and down with the club shaft, we're going to stand just a little bit further away. If this is my full swing and this is my chip, we're gonna stand kind of right in the middle. And what we're talking about with chipping out of the rough is trying to minimize how much grass gets between the ball and the club head. So when we swing, all this grass usually gets right in between the club head and the ball. We need to change our swing slightly so that we can come down on the ball a little bit more and minimize the amount of grass between the club face and the ball. In our normal stroke out of the fairway, it's a very low brushing motion. Because the grass is so short, not a lot of it's going to get in between the ball and our club. But with the rough, if we use that same stroke, the grass is going to take over the club head and we'll start to lose control. So what we do is we add a little bit of wrist hinge into our swing. We don't want to swing with just wrist, but we do want to have some so that that club gets picked up in the air a little bit quicker and we can come down on a little bit more of a sharp angle versus this brush. You can see when I brush, it's a really flat swing. When I chip out of the rough, it's a little bit of a sharper descending angle into the ball. The other key is to understand what's gonna happen with the ball when it lands on the green. So in the fairway, we get a lot of this contact with the grooves of our club. There's not a lot of junk in between the ball and the grooves, so the ball gets a lot of backspin. In the rough, we're gonna have grass in between the ball and our grooves, so we won't get as much backspin. So we need to play for the ball to come out a little bit hotter. So that means the ball is gonna have less spin. It's gonna roll a little bit more than it would out of the fairway. The other thing, because we're hinging our wrists, we're de-lofting the club, so the ball is gonna come out a little bit lower as well. So all we wanna do out of the rough, same setup, just a little bit further away, hands a little forward, ball's on my back foot, we hinge, and we just punch through. So we really wanna make sure you maintain your club head speed through the rough, and that'll get your chips out of the rough and rolling towards the hole. Hopefully this tip helps you pass level 4 chipping.